Hiya, I'm Jasper, and welcome to video review for Lackadaisy, the pilot episode. So, as always, I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the furry. To start with the furry, it stars anthropomorphic cats. So, as far as I can tell, they are just acting as normal people would, except they do have claws that, like, when they go around a corner and, like, they gotta hold on to something, claws the thing a little bit. But aside from that, pretty much just as you would picture, like, humans, or, anthropomorphic cats. Moving on. So this is set in 1927 Prohibition era, and from the description of the video, it sounds like it's based off of a comic series and crowdfunded and made by people at home. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. I've never read any of those comics. I didn't do the Kickstarter, didn't know about it. It just popped up on my recommendation list, and I was like, sure. And I checked it out. Really good. I really liked this atmosphere that they did. I thought that they did a really good job with the lighting and with the style of the environment, as well as in the costuming, and just everything has just a really good setting, atmosphere, feel to it. And how they opened it was with some song that, like, I liked. I didn't understand most of what he was saying. I was just like, I don't know what you're talking. I'm gonna have to like reread and rewatch this part, but I like it and it's enthralling and I was hooked. And I liked the amount of action that they had. And it's a short little 30-minute thing, but I thought they had a really good amount of, they had chase sequences and gunfire and explosions, and you got to get to have some of the characters and see some of their inspiration. Like, you got a lot of feeling of what each of these characters are just from this short amount of time with them. The dialogue and the exposition didn't feel too clunky at all, and it flowed very nicely. Pretty much the only bad thing that I would have to say about this is that some of the times on the characters' faces, and especially on some of the close-ups, which, like, there was a couple times where it closed up on the face, and you would think that would be the time where they would take the time to erase the, like, in basic art school or whatever, if you will, you do like the circle and the circle for like what direction the face is and where it's oriented and whatnot, like the double circle things. Those lines, not over top, but just like still visible on the faces, and it didn't otherwise match with the style. Like, if it had been like the style where certain styles of anime and other animation things, like they have that like still it's just drawn style, and you still see all like little pencil marks and everything like that. Like, if that had been the style throughout, I've been like, okay, that seems intentional, and I feel like it had to have been intentional with the faces, but it wasn't a consistent thing. Most of the time, the faces didn't have it, and it didn't seem to be like a particular, like, oh, they're especially angry, so now the circles start showing up. It wasn't anything like that. So it was odd that was left in at certain points, especially on some of the face close-ups. I found it a little bit distracting. But other than that, all the animation throughout was solid. The music was good. The singing was good. Just everything about this was really fun. I generally don't care about Prohibition-era stuff, but I'm interested to see where this goes from here because of how good of a job they did with making it a fun time with just this opening pilot. So, yeah. I think you should check it out. I will put a link to it in the description down below. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you at the next one. Bye.